Welcome back. Thanks for joining. So we're going to talk about today how to apply for a business loan online. This has become a pretty hot topic. Welcome back. Today we're going to be talking about how to apply for a business loan online, which has become a really big hot topic, and I get a lot of questions on this. There's so many options online, it can be really confusing. A lot of customers really just say they don't know where to go. They do a search online, all these different options come up. It's not really clear what a company offers, what options are available, what the terms are. It really can be confusing. So I'm going to help you kind of get through that today and explain some things that you really want to know when applying online. So really what I think is important, which a lot of business owners don't even think about, is you really want to work with a company that can provide more than one financing product and provide multiple options. One, if you work with a company that just has one program or product, that might not be the right or best product for you. Some companies only provide small business loans. There's small business loans, there's credit lines, there's equipment financing, there's SBA loans, there's commercial mortgages, there's so many different financing products that are out there, so it's really important that you're going to work with a lender that can offer you, at least have the ability to offer multiple products. Another thing that's important is lenders have different criteria. There's a lot of different lenders out there. Some only focus on specific industries, some have different credit score criteria, so some will only work with people with excellent credit. Some will only work with people with a 650 credit score or higher, some 600 or higher, some 580 or higher, some 500 or higher. So it can really be, that in itself can be confusing. And then some lenders only offer financing up to 50,000, some up to 100,000, some 150, some 250,000. So depending on the lender, they all have different guidelines and criteria, different terms, different loan amount caps, different rates, and different products. So really getting with a company that can provide multiple options and go over those options with you is really going to be important. And what else is confusing is there's all these options online, and a lot of customers feel like they have to apply in multiple places, which can make it even more of a frustrating and confusing process. It can also spark a million different phone calls to your phone. It also can wind up having your credit ran multiple times, which is not really something that you want to do. So I think before you just go and apply online, it's important that you do a little bit of research and don't just get sucked into the application vortex. And you really want to know that everything that I mentioned earlier, that whoever you're applying with can offer you multiple products or has at least a number of different options, not just one product. You definitely want to understand hey, what's the loan amount that you guys go up to? If you're looking for $250,000 or $500,000 and the lender only goes up to $100,000 or $150,000 right off the gate, you're wasting your time. So that would not be a lender that you want to work with. If you have a 700 credit score, you want to make sure that you're working with a lender that has products that are going to be the best rates, the longest terms, everything that you're going to want with someone with perfect to excellent credit. Or if you have challenge credit, you want to make sure that the lender that you're working with doesn't have a minimum credit score requirement. And if your score is below that, you're instantly going to get declined. And again, you've just ran your credit and wasted your time. Do your research before filling out a lengthy application. Understand that at least who you're applying with has the ability to offer multiple options, and those options are going to be options that are going to make sense for your need and whatever it is that you're looking to get accomplished in your business. So the next important point is you really want to make sure that you're working with a company that's reputable, is a trusted source, and has great reviews, and usually can find those reviews online. If you're working with a company that you can't find any good reviews, you can't find anything about them online, it's probably not going to be a company that you're going to want to work with. Any company that's doing the right thing, has been around for a decent amount of time and doing good business will most likely today have a number of different reviews, information, press, and things like that online that you'll be able to find out about them. It's really important because you're about to hand over a lot of personal information and personal information about your business, and you don't want to just send that out to anybody across the internet. It's a really important point. Applying online is great, but there are some limitations. You want to make sure the company that you're working with is not just purely online. So in other words, you just apply online whether you get approved or declined, there's just no one to talk to, and everything's just clicking a button and it's all automated. I don't know, as a business owner, that can be a little frustrating, and you would want to work with a company that at least can have a conversation with you, explain things. If you're declined, maybe work between you and underwriting to paint the picture and help get your decline turned around. Or if you're instantly approved, that's great, but I'm sure you're going to want to have some, you might have some questions. So it's important that the company you're going to work with isn't purely just an online company, and that there's someone there that you can communicate with, ask questions, and hopefully over time build a relationship with. Because as you grow your business, you're going to constantly need financing, to grow. Businesses need money to grow, or businesses need money when there's a challenge arises. And having that relationship and be able to call and speak with someone is really beneficial and important. It's interesting, sometimes lenders miss things. So if you apply online and you can't speak with someone or have the conversation, or when you apply online, there isn't someone there that's asking the right questions or able to dive deeper into things that may pop up. We had a situation recently where something was missed in underwriting, or when the person applied online, their credit score was looked at the wrong way. When you apply online and you don't have the ability to talk with someone, and really someone that can help paint the picture, if you might have bad credit, you instantly get declined. If there's not someone there that you can have a story with and explain and can dive deeper and ask some further questions, working with a company that has the ability to do that, they might be able to paint that picture to underwriting and actually help get you approved. Or maybe you get approved for a smaller amount because of your credit score, and they actually might be able to help increase that approval amount based on whatever it is you're looking to get accomplished, and bringing that information back to the right person in underwriting. So it's really important. If you have excellent credit, you might just get approved instantly, but because of your industry type with that lender, it might not be the best approval that's out there. So having the ability to speak with someone that offers multiple products, works with multiple lenders, and can actually have a conversation can really ensure that you're going to get the best approval for you, your business, your industry type, and a number of other things. So if you're watching this video, I'm sure you're really passionate about your business, and I am too, and I can really appreciate that. It's super important when you're applying for business financing that the automation is great, but the automation doesn't tell your story. It doesn't tell the opportunity that you're got going on in your business. It doesn't explain maybe a challenge that happened, but how you were able to get around that and get to a great place. So really working with someone that can have that relationship and bridge that gap between the lender or between you and underwriting is really super important to ensure that you're going to get the best product or program that's available today. We're all about automating things, and we've digitalized a lot of things in our company that have extremely sped up the process. But we also believe in human intelligence over artificial intelligence. And there's just certain things that an online simple application just doesn't explain to underwriting, which doesn't help get you the best approval that may be out there. So we would love to be able to help you with this. We've been able to use technology to minimize the application process and unnecessary paperwork, but still use a human approach. We've, over the years, have been able to provide $1 billion in financing to small business owners all across the country, over tens of thousands of transactions. We'd love to be able to help you in your business. Check out the link below, and also please subscribe. Look forward to seeing you again. Thanks.